Hello, and welcome back to Double Booked, where two friends turn their literary rants into a podcast. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Mallory, and today is Summer Book Club installment 1. And as you all know by now, our book is Done and Dusted by Lyla Sage. We're going to tell you all about it. Not all about it.
Not all about it. I don't think we have too many thoughts on this book. It was a quick read, and honestly, there's not a whole lot to say about it. But we'll give you our main thoughts, our star ratings, and then we're gonna have a little trope discussion because we're in the romance mood, and so we're gonna play a little game of hot or not with various tropes, and then another little game with micro tropes, picking our favorites. Exciting. So I'm excited for that. It's gonna be
I like
really
a
fun.
micro trope category. That's fun.
Yes, it's super fun. I gave the questions to Brendan last night, and it was really funny because he was actually thinking so hard about it.
I love it.
And I'm like, it's really he gets decision fatigue like always, but I just didn't expect him to take it that seriously. So it was actually
not
really
that
funny.
deep. That's great. I appreciate
We also
his
have
effort.
another. Oh yeah, for sure. We also have another guest with us. My puppy, Margot, is on the couch behind me. So if you're not watching on YouTube, get your butt over there.
You should be, because there's dogs and sometimes cats. It's
Yes.
great.
There's actually usually cats.
There's usually cats.
There's usually a cat butt that appears in the
screaming
episode.
in the background or in my face. So if you're lucky, they'll appear. It's great.
All right, so what you got for a little update? How's your week been?
It's been fine. Food update. I'm gonna talk about that instead. I went to a.
We always divert to food.
I have nothing else going on. I truly
If you're new here, we started off just doing regular life updates. Mallory and I have always been food-centered people. Yeah. Our favorite class was lunch, and so it slowly evolved into just a food update for the week. And honestly, we're going out of our way to make them extra special for you. So.
It's true. I mean, I tried a whole new restaurant this
week
weekend.
Is extra special. Me too.
Yeah.
Me as well.
So,
okay, go ahead.
Let's get into it. I tried a new Italian restaurant. New to me Italian restaurant, and it meant a lot to me that it was really tasty. I've been to some in my area that aren't very good, and it just like tastes very frozen, and you can just tell that love was not incorporated. But this place that I went to was so good. My boyfriend and I got there, and there's a sign immediately on the door that says you need a reservation. And we did not have a reservation, but we walked in anyway because my heart was so set on eating here because it looked so good. And they said we could sit at the bar. And I said, okay, so no problem. I had rigatoni tomato cream, which I've never seen it like on a menu like that, but it was just like pink sauce, with cream in it. It was so good. And there was like fresh Parmesan. It was really tasty. And bread and butter didn't come with it, which, whatever, fine.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't like given to us.
A bread basket for the table is, well, maybe, do you think it was because you were sitting at the bar?
I don't think so. I didn't see anyone have
just
any.
Stingy.
I did look around. Yeah, I was annoyed. So I paid $6 for a basket of bread and like this garlic butter, which it was so good. It was like really warm bread, and the butter and garlic were like mashed up together in this little cast iron like skillet thing. You could like dip the bread in. It was so good. I'm still thinking about it. Like I'm gonna have to go back very soon because it was so good. And I also had a little glass of wine, which I usually don't do when I go out, but I was just really feeling it. Like, I wanted all of it. I wanted the whole experience.
The whole thing.
It was delicious. I had a great time.
What kind of wine did you have?
I had to look up how to say it. So I like don't order wine anywhere ever because I don't know how to pronounce them, and I'm afraid I'm gonna make a fool out of myself. I ordered a Sauvignon Blanc.
Mhm.
I had to look up how to say it. A
Mm.
white wine. It was tasty.
Delicious.
Yeah.
That sounds so tasty.
And
Oh my
then I had
gosh.
leftovers
What
that I
was the
brought
name
to
of the
lunch.
restaurant?
Um, Garbarino's.
Okay.
Fourth Gen.
Garbarino's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We are not gatekeeping.
No, you should go. It was really good. And I'm gonna make a
Yeah.
reservation next time so I can sit at a table.
Yeah, be more
Yeah.
civilized. Yeah,
hmm
that's good.
I wore, when we went, I wore like a little dress that I have, and it's kind of short, but like if you're just sitting in a regular chair and you could just sit, it's fine. But like I wasn't ready to hike myself up onto a big bar stool. And so
Right.
it was a little too short for what we were
Yeah,
doing, but she speaks.
she
Yeah.
speaks.
So that was
She's an
really good.
Italian too.
She is.
Not
What's your
really. She's
update?
Australian. Um, my update is very similar. So we were deciding where we wanted to go out to eat on Friday, and we were gonna go to this Persian place, and
Ooh.
we didn't have a reservation. We were like, I don't know if we'll be able to
Mhm.
get in. So then I saw a reel on my phone, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to go to this place. And so it really influenced me, and I was like, okay, we're going. So we went to an Italian place. They built this little, it's kind of like a village. It looks like a European village, and it has like shops and restaurants. It's kind of new. So it literally looks like a castle. It's called Bridgeway Station if
Okay.
you're in the Greenville area. So it was so cool, and we went to the Italian place. It was like up the castle stairs, and like it was really cool.
Amazing.
We had so ours also didn't come with bread. Now that I think about
What
it,
is this?
we paid $10 for a
What is
focaccia.
this? Okay.
Yeah,
All
but
right. I'm
like the
sure that was
focaccia
really
was
good.
way better. Yeah, like everything was made from scratch. It was amazing. And they had three different dipping sauces or like butters. What
Mhm.
spreads. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So like I'm
Dipping
talking about chicken
sauce.
tenders, like dipping sauces.
Not dipping sauce for your focaccia. Oh no.
So the one was kind of like a salsa. It was tomatoes and oil, and
Okay.
then one was a truffle honey butter, and then a garlic spread. It was so good.
Sounds
And then
amazing.
we both got the chicken parm, which I hate getting the same thing because I like to try different
Yeah.
things, but it was too good to pass up. Like we were just
Mhm.
both in the mood for it. And they had an option to for your side of pasta, you could either get the red sauce or you could get Alfredo. So I was
Amazing.
sold immediately because
Yeah.
that's never an option. So
Mhm.
like the chicken was separate, and then you got your side of pasta, and it wasn't spaghetti, it wasn't angel hair, it was like cavatappi noodles, like
Ooh.
hand rolled. It was so good.
Amazing.
The chicken cutlet took up the entire plate. Like
Yes.
the entire plate. And then on the side, they drizzled salsa verde and balsamic. So you could dip it. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. I would never think salsa verde
No.
with that, but it was so good.
Wow.
10 out of 10. It's called Tavola at Bridgeway Station in Greenville, South
That sounds amazing.
Carolina. It
That's really
was so
good.
good.
That's funny
Ugh.
because I saw mine as a reel on Instagram too. That's how I found it. We had like the
Yeah,
same
they're
experience
getting
this
us.
weekend. It worked.
Yeah.
It worked. It was really good.
That's
I love this.
amazing. We're such soulmates. It's
We really
unbelievable.
are. It's
That's
ridiculous.
that's so crazy, honestly. Oh my gosh. Um, do you have any reading updates other than Done and Dusted?
Yeah. So I read Done and Dusted in like a day and a half. There was some skimming, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. So it happened kind of quickly.
Which
But
parts?
I don't know half the book. Just kidding. It wasn't half the book. But I finished this. I started reading Our Next Week. our next week's book club read, which I guess we'll say today. And I love it, and I love it so much. It's so good. I'm like maybe 200 pages in. It's amazing. Like, I
Yeah.
love it so much, and I'm just a
So
little nervous because there's still a lot of book left. I knew. Okay,
I
we're
don't
not gonna talk about it too much.
no, I just like I don't know how we went this long without reading it. Like
I
I'm
don't
obsessed
either.
with it. I'm
Yeah,
so obsessed.
I love it.
Yeah.
But
So spoiler, it's Love in Other Words by
yeah,
Christina Lauren.
let's just get that
We'll be
out in the
talking about that
open.
next week. It's amazing. I love it so
Amazing.
much. So yeah, I finished that as well as
Mhm.
Done and Dusted, and then I've just been on a grind, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm about 2/3 of the way through One Golden Summer by Carly
Yes.
Fortune as well. It's amazing. I love it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm just on a roll, and then my next up will be The Tenant by Frida McFadden because I'm
Amazing.
just so excited to read it. I've it's been so long since I've read a Frida book, so
Yeah.
yeah,
People like that
those are
one
my
too.
updates. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm reading my book club book as
Yeah.
well. Well, I haven't started it. We're meeting on Sunday. I'll get it done. It's Under the Whispering Door by, I think, what's it called? TJ Klune? TR Klune? I forget. But
Hmm. I feel that
seems
sounds
good.
familiar, but I can't picture it.
They wrote another book that people really like. I don't remember the name of it because I
Yeah, I
haven't
feel
read
like
it.
that.
Or TR.
Oh, isn't this the author of the Cerulean Sea?
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought you read that one.
I did not. I don't think so.
I thought you told me to read that one. That's why I
Oh, I don't think I
yeah, I
did.
haven't read that one, but
Oh,
that's a super popular one.
so yeah, I'm interested to read this
Nice.
one, but that will be after Love and Other Words, which when I
Yeah.
really like a book, I like tend to really take my time with it because I don't want it to end. But like I need to pick up the pace a little bit with this one. It's really good. I feel like every time I sit
Yeah.
down, I read like 75 pages. It's like I just want to wait. I want it to be really good for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll happen. Love it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was a book that I was just so excited to
Mhm.
pick up every single day. Like I won't get into it too much, but like I
Yeah.
would wake up and be like, I just pick it up. And then I'd go to bed at night and I'd just be reading until I couldn't like until I was falling asleep. I just
Yeah.
couldn't
That's
put
like
it
how
down.
I'm doing
So
it.
it's amazing.
That's such a good feeling. I left it on my
It's such a good feeling.
nightstand and I was driving to work and I turned around to go get it so I would have something to read on my lunch break. Like I'm not going a day
Oh
without this
my
book. I
gosh.
have to go get it.
That's
So I turned around. It
insane.
was a little late, but
That's
whatever.
amazing.
I have such long
I
days.
love
Like
that.
I need it. I need to have it. And I'm glad I turned around. It was great.
Yeah, of course. Of course. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I also got through so we can get into Done and Dusted.
Yeah, let's do it.
I also went through this book extremely quick,
Mhm.
but I won't say it was like because of the content. It just I think after Throne of Glass, I was just so happy to read something that didn't have like so much substance, like
Yeah,
honestly.
seriously.
And when you pick up this book, okay, compared to Kingdom of Ash, I picked up this book and I was like, it's so light. It's so like I must be the
Yeah.
strongest person in the world
Yeah.
because this feels like a feather.
It's nothing. It's so little and
Nothing.
it's light and like it was really refreshing. And like the font itself is just big and the margins are huge. I feel
The
like I was flipping a
font.
page every
The
10
font is
seconds.
huge.
It's
I know.
crazy. It's
It's
like a
so
kid's
good though.
book.
Like I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is, honestly. No, it's like a lot smaller, I think.
Mhm.
I haven't compared it to the other book, but I think it's smaller. Like
Here, let's compare it to
I don't
Variation.
know.
It's a
Yeah,
little bit
it's a
smaller.
little bit smaller. But that makes a difference. I
Mhm.
mean, plus
And
the margins, like that definitely makes a
yeah,
difference.
that's true. I like the cover. That drew me in
Mhm.
immediately. It's really cute and like cartoony, old timey. I liked it. That pretty much immediately was like, yeah, I'm probably picking that one. And I don't know, even just based off of the description, it's just like a cute little romance. And it seems like it's going to be exactly like a Hallmark movie. Like she goes back home and the boy in
Yeah,
town sees her in a different way. And it's like, yeah, sure, I can get behind that. But like,
of
I
course.
really wasn't prepared for all of the intimacy. Like, if you know that that's what you're
Mm.
picking up, it's like, sure, fine, you know what you're getting. But I really didn't think it would be like that. It was so much like lusting after each other, and like that was the most of the storyline. It was kind of like I'm
Yeah.
bored. Like, make it something else. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it was like way too much for me. Like I skipped a lot of that.
Mm.
A lot of the intimacy, which was a lot of the book.
It was a lot.
But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that so much either. Like I know the cowboy romances are pretty popular
Hmm.
now, but because isn't the Elsie Silver series, isn't that like a cowboy romance,
I
the
don't.
Wild Love and all that? I think so.
Oh, that might
I
be.
know her books have a lot of
Hmm.
intimate scenes, but I wasn't, I don't know. I didn't really know much about this
Me
series, so I
neither.
wasn't
Yeah.
really expecting it. But yeah, I mean that was pretty much the only thing was
Hmm.
them getting together, which is fine. But I don't know. I just felt like there was more to tell with
There
the
was.
ranch and the like her getting hurt, and it was like she got over that in like 0.5 seconds.
Yeah.
We couldn't have dove into that more.
Hmm. It would have been like a better story if they talked more about like the family drama of it all and like her personal issues with getting back in the saddle and whatnot. Like she was really like messed up over it,
Yeah.
and she moved home and broke up with her boyfriend, like completely uprooted her life and moved back home to a place that she wanted to leave her whole life. And then got over the thing that made her so upset in like a couple days hanging out with Luke Brooks. And it's just like, okay,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe just being extremely attracted to your friend from high school or whatever. Maybe she just got over it and like that was distracting. But I don't know, I just feel
Mhm.
like there should have been so much more actual story. Their relationship alone was just the story. And I guess that's how like romance novels work. But it just
Mhm.
seemed like I didn't care about either of them too much. And I wanted to
Yeah.
like this because
No,
I
I
liked the
agree.
horses and everything, and I was excited, like, ooh, a cowboy bad boy, hell yeah, let's get into it. But like, it wasn't that
Yes.
great. Like, I didn't like
Yeah.
him that
I
much.
thought there was yeah, I thought there was gonna be like more action. I just thought,
Mm-hmm.
we got like horse racing going on and the whole thing, and I was like, why? Like, why isn't there more happening? I just,
Wasn't great.
I don't know.
Like, this could have
Yeah.
been in a different setting completely. It almost had nothing to do with like being on the ranch and horses and stuff. It's like, oh, okay. Well, that's the reason I picked this up because I want to read about horses, and like
Yeah.
they were in there a little bit, which was fun. I liked the horsey bits, I guess, but
Yeah.
not
Yeah, you're a
enough.
horse girl.
I'm a former
You're a
horse
horse
girl, I
girl.
guess. I wouldn't call myself that now, but I did used to ride
No, no.
horses, and I loved it.
You don't have the identity of a horse girl. Nobody would
Mm,
know that by looking at you, but
that's
yeah.
true. That's true.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
in disguise.
Speaking you are. Um but I only wrote down like a few notes in total. Like I think I started and then I just gave up because it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But speaking of nothing happening, I just felt like once again, there's the horses of it all, there's the ranch, like there's so much
Yeah.
there could have been so much suspense going on.
Mhm.
And this is a common thing in romance books where it's like they're just trying to like stuff the trope in somewhere and
Yep.
they have to get it in and they're not it's nothing substantial. Like, it doesn't make sense in the whole story, and it just doesn't make sense in general. And I noticed that the one scene, she's like unpacking all of her stuff, and she like trips over a box or something, and he has to like help her. It's like she's bleeding out because she like tripped over this box, and they're in the bathroom, and he's like bandaging her and all that stuff. And I love that trope. Don't get me wrong, but it
Yeah,
just seemed so silly. It
it
was like, why
was.
can't she like fall off a horse or like get bit by a
Yeah.
rattlesnake or something? Like, suck the venom out. I don't know.
Edward from Twilight, suck the venom out. Oh my god. No, but you're right.
Saying there
You're
could have been more. There could have been so much
no.
more.
I agree. That just felt like I read that knowing that the author wrote that and thought Emmy's faking it so he'll touch her and take care of her. Like that's not right.
All
It
right.
wasn't you're right. And she was bleeding like so much. She
No,
just tripped over a box.
so much.
I was like, what are we doing?
The
No.
gnarliest paper cut I've ever seen.
Seriously.
Crazy. Hey guys, we wanted to pop in and share a little something with you. So, we have an Audible 30-day free trial available at the link in our show notes and in our Instagram bio. So, when you sign up, you'll get 1 credit, and that allows you to choose any title for free. You also have access to the Audible Plus library, which has tons of free content, books, podcasts, etc. I have not traditionally been an audiobook girly, but I've been loving Audible because it syncs up directly with my Kindle, and so life just gets busy. It's hard to find time to just sit down with your book and read. So when I'm cooking, doing laundry, just everyday tasks, or even driving, I'll turn on my audiobook, and when I get back to my Kindle, it'll be synced up exactly where I left off, which is just amazing. I never have to find the page again, and it's just a great resource to use. So yeah, go to the link in our Instagram bio or our show notes, or go to audibletrial.com/doublebookedpod to get your free 30-day trial.
I wrote
Um,
down, I took 2 notes. I
no,
have 2 flags if you're watching. I've got 2 flags. I had a third, but it blew away in the wind. My first flag was was her ex-boyfriend's name, Stockton. I'm sorry.
oh my gosh, I
What is
forgot
that?
about that.
Stockton? I was so annoyed. But that's not a name. That's not even like I don't know. That was just immediately I was like, great, of course. At least it's not a main character's name. The second note that I took okay. The second note that I took was whenever they were out for Teddy's birthday, the best friend's birthday. I liked Teddy. I think one of the next books is about her. I'm not going to read it, but I
Yeah.
liked her.
No.
Luke Brooks is describing a guy who's like flirting with Clementine, Emmy, and
Yep. Mm-hmm.
he's just describing him, and he says he was wearing denim on denim. What an asshole! I just liked that. Like that's why. Okay, denim on denim.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay,
I mean, denim on denim is coming back, but like
it really
that
is.
is not something a man would say. That is just not something a man would ever say. And
No,
this is
he's wearing denim
probably
on
run
denim.
into.
Get away from my woman. No,
This is the
that's not.
problem we run into when we do male point of views in these books.
You have to
So,
make sure
yeah.
it's accurate, and this was not.
Yeah, not accurate at all. I also wrote down that I didn't like I didn't like her nickname. His nickname for her. Sugar.
Sugar?
Didn't
Yeah.
like it.
That just seems like an
It
old
made
lady
him feel
nickname.
it made him feel like so creepy old man. Like it really did, and I
I
just didn't like
agree.
it. I was like, no, no, no.
It didn't seem
No.
natural at all. Like, sugar? I don't know. I didn't like that. I didn't like that
No,
either.
it was so like it stood out to me so much because it wasn't meant to be there.
No,
I did not like that
that
at
was
all.
not good. I
Um,
agree. I
yeah.
have one more flag. And this was actually a cute moment that I liked. Oh, it was okay. This is just mixed in with something I didn't like. How like near the end of the book they're trying to force in these like emotional, sentimental family moments to make the book seem like it was about more than just like other stuff. And it was like, yeah, whatever, like
Yeah.
sure. But she asks her dad, "Why don't you talk about my mom more?" And he goes, "When she's in my head, I can keep her safe." And I thought that was really cute because she died like in a horse accident or something, right? So I don't know, but I liked that line.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, there was just once again, there was just so much more to unpack there. Like her
Yeah.
mom literally died from a horse accident and then she gets into an accident and it's like
Uh-huh.
we're just over that in like
Yeah.
5 pages. Like,
Whatever.
no.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. It was yeah, I don't know. That was
Yeah,
there was a lot that needed to be cleared up for
I
me.
agree. And like, how does it end? Like, what are they?
Great
I'm
question.
looking at the last couple
Well, it
pages, like,
ends
what's her, did she decide to continue or no?
so it ends no, no, no. That was like her last time racing, but she wanted to like go out with a bang. So
Okay.
she like wins the competition and that's it. And then they're together and yeah,
Hmm.
because the brother finds out at the event that they're
Yeah.
together and then he gets all upset and then
Hmm.
he comes around, of course.
Yeah.
So that's that.
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty
I
much it.
truthfully don't have much to say. Like, it was fine for what it was. You're not expecting greatness or like amazing moving stuff, but I don't know.
No.
Thought it'd be like a little
No,
more
but it
cute.
definitely yeah, it definitely got me like on track to read more this summer. Like I
Hmm.
just felt like I needed
Yeah.
something that
Something quick.
was super easy to read. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you have any tropes in this book that you liked or disliked?
I like a
Because
bad
me,
boy.
the name calling was the
No,
sugar. I did not
not that.
like that.
No. I thought a weird
Y-
nickname. No, you don't need a nickname. Like, she already has one. He could have called
yeah.
her M or
I
something. I don't know.
yeah. I also love a bad boy, so I was excited for
Hmm.
that. But he really wasn't bad. Like,
He just, like, was kind of screwed up as a kid. Like, he wasn't a bad boy. He was
yeah.
just, like, poor and,
Yeah.
like, owned a bar. I don't really think that means anything. That doesn't mean you're a
No,
bad
and
boy.
we never got to see like did he punch anybody? Did he get into a fight at all? I
He
don't
punched.
remember.
He punched someone. He
Oh,
punched the
okay.
guy at the. I think he punched Denim on Denim guy because he was
Okay. Well,
touching Emmy and
at
stuff.
least he did that because I was
Yeah,
like thinking that he didn't show any signs of being a bad boy
no
at all
toughness
in
at
the entire
all.
book.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And even that
Wow.
punch was like, I don't know. We like when the male character like protects the female love interests, and that's a thing. But like
Yeah.
he was kind of toxic. Like, you're just punching that guy and throwing him out of your bar for like dancing
Yeah.
with your girlfriend. How about some security? It was so gross. I didn't like
Yeah,
that.
that was it was a weird jealousy moment, but I usually do like a jealousy moment for sure. And I
Yeah.
usually do like when they're, bandaging each other's wounds, but
Mhm.
it
It
didn't
was
make sense to
forced.
me. It just yeah, it was so forced.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I'm the biggest fan of like a small town romance.
Mhm.
Like I don't know. I don't usually like pick those specifically, but
Yeah.
it's cute, I guess. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them like knowing each other like their whole lives and then like
I don't
I don't
hate
know. I
that.
guess it's okay.
Yeah, I don't hate that. And like
Hmm.
that's happening in Love and Other Words too a little bit,
Yeah, it
actually.
is. Yeah, it is.
But it just
Hmm.
needs to be done right, I guess. He was just like
Yeah.
mean to her whole childhood, and then like they both got hot, and so
Yeah.
there's nothing else to do. Like, I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I
whatever.
don't know. I just feel like if you didn't act on it at all when you were younger and then like you get older and it's like
It's just weird. That's just
Okay.
someone you
Yeah, it
ignore
is.
now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was weird, but yeah. So all in all, what do you think you're giving this book rating wise?
I think I'll give it a 3 for like a romance book. 3.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
it.
I think I'm gonna do. Honestly, I feel like I'm gonna give it a 2.
Mhm.
And I am being influenced a little bit by Love in Other Words
Yeah,
because I'm
different
comparing like
ballpark.
the most and and One Golden Summer. Like I just feel like
Mhm.
this just didn't hit the mark. So
Yeah, did not.
just for substance. Um and maybe that's just what it is and I didn't realize that, but I'm just
Mhm.
I'm not as invested. I wasn't as invested.
Not at
So
all. I was just waiting
I
for myself
enjoyed
to be
it.
done
I
with it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So it was
Mhm.
pretty like anticlimactic and it just like didn't I don't know, just wasn't
Didn't
enough
work.
substance for me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
So a 2 for me. All right. Well,
Got some
we
games to
can
play.
yeah, we can go into a little trope discussion, trope games. So the first one we're going to play is Hot or Not, and these are just some traditional romance tropes. Do we like them? Do we not like them? So, first up, we got enemies to lovers. Hot or
Yes.
not for you?
Hot.
Yes.
Love
It's
it.
a hot for me too. I love it too. Oh, it's so good.
It
I'm
doesn't
trying to
get old.
think. No, and it's such a good one. Like I feel like most books nowadays are enemies to lovers just because it's so popular. I mean,
Yeah.
even if they're not like full on enemies,
Yeah. Even though
they,
that's the
they
best
have us.
kind.
That's the best kind, like Xaden and Violet. But like,
Mhm.
it's it's just this little bit of like banter between them where it's like, I don't like you, I don't like you, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't consider that like enemies. Like, I think real, true enemies is like you guys like actually can't be together because
You
of
hate each
some
other.
sort of thing. Like no, like you really hate each other or like your families have something going on or like it's a
Yeah.
real like conflict. I think that term is used like kind of loosely now,
It
but
is used loosely. Just like a mild
yeah.
dislike for each other or like coworkers who
Yeah,
want the
that's not
same
your
job.
enemy.
You're not enemies. Like,
Yeah.
you're really not.
Insane.
It's okay. No. But a true enemies to lovers where they fully either like hate each other or, like generational hatred. Like to
Yeah.
lovers.
Oh
Then
my
it's just
gosh.
more like moving. It's like you got past it all. I like that one. Yes. It's a
Yeah,
yes from me.
me too. Okay, and then we got friends to lovers. Opposite side of the coin.
It's less of a yes for me because it's like, it's more likely to happen and like predictable, I guess. Like sure, it's sweeter in like real
Yeah.
life, but I don't really want to read about real life stuff. So, it's fine. I'm not going to say I don't like it cuz I do, but it's just not my favorite.
Yeah, I would say I'm neutral on that too. It's
Mhm.
not as exciting. It's definitely not as exciting.
Yeah.
So I would not pick that one.
Mhm.
I wouldn't pick it over the others. All right, number 3, we have a love triangle.
Don't mind a love
Hmm.
triangle. Like I don't know. I just like I don't mind it, but I feel like in a love triangle there's always one that's more obvious, I guess. Except
Yeah.
in maybe like The Summer I Turned Pretty, which if you don't know, I haven't read the books and I truly like kind of don't know what's going to happen. I think I do because of like how people are behaving, but like I don't know. I don't hate a love triangle, but it's usually obvious unless it's not.
Uh, Love Triangle's not my favorite, but I agree with you. Like, Summer I Turned Pretty is definitely a good
Mm-hmm.
one. Twilight,
Yeah.
obviously. But if it just, like, goes on for too long, it's just kind of, like, dumb because we
Yeah.
know who they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
pick. Like, it's very, yeah, like you said, it's, like, pretty
Yeah. And it's
obvious.
like she's just leading on two guys. Like, make up your mind. Come on. Enough already.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It kind of makes me upset, like, at a certain point where
Yeah.
it's like, all right, you need to just make a
Yeah.
decision. Or if they go back and forth, like, that's even
That is
worse. Sometimes
worse.
they drag along the other person, and sometimes they're like Belly and they just
Switch.
flip flop.
Yeah.
And
Like, you're ripping a
I don't
family
like it.
apart.
I don't like it at
Please
all.
get it together.
Seriously.
Jeez.
She's just a girl. All right. Next one, Grumpy Sunshine.
Yes. I like a grumpy sunshine. But I don't like Great Big Beautiful Life's version of a grumpy sunshine. It can't be like
Yeah.
sickeningly
I'm
sweet and obvious. Not obvious, like gross and just like in your face about it. It's just like, I like pink and I wear high heels to get coffee and I smile all the time. Like, no, I hate you. I would hate
yeah.
you if you were a real person. No.
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm gonna say typically in books, I don't like a Grumpy Sunshine. The
Mm-hmm.
only exception to that is Gilmore Girls, but
Oh
that's
my
TV show, so
gosh.
it doesn't
Right.
count.
Yeah.
Um, so it's a no for me.
Okay.
I don't think I've really liked those books that I've
Yeah.
read. So, all right, next is fake dating.
Hate fake dating. Not
So,
a fan.
like to please their family or whatever.
No.
You don't
I
like
think
it?
it's stupid. No one has ever done this ever in ever. Like, it's dumb.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, we'll just make our exes jealous. Oh, okay. Who would have thought they'd actually fall in love with each other pretending to be in love? It's crazy. No, I don't like it. It always stresses me out because then one falls in love and the other one like denies it for a little too long. And that's the conflict. That they fell in love after all. Like, I think it's boring and
hmm
stupid.
Okay, well, I like.
Oh! Well, okay.
No, I think I don't like the I don't love the concept of like fake dating in
Mm-hmm.
general, but I like a forced proximity. So I feel like that in turn like makes that
Yeah,
happen. So I don't know. I feel like those go hand in
you're
hand.
right.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that one's hot for me.
Okay. It's not for me.
All right. Next one, billionaire romance.
I don't know what this means. What?
So it's like when the male character, well, typically the male character is like extremely rich,
Like a
and
50 Shades of Grey thing.
I don't. That's like kind of yeah, like 50 Shades, not like the other stuff in 50 Shades, but the fact
He
that he's like
spoils
super
her
rich
and
and
he's
can fly
rich
her
and
on a helicopter. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Uh
It's
huh.
kind of I don't like this.
Honestly, like lore. This is not book related, but like a Rory Logan situation, that would be a
Yeah,
billionaire
that's exactly what that
romance.
was. I didn't like that either. So no,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a fan. It's
Yeah,
just
it's a no
no.
for me too.
It's just like everything's so
Yeah.
easy. I don't want to read about that. Struggle.
Yeah.
Be poor like me.
I know.
I want to relate.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I
No.
agree. I agree. All right. Second chance romance.
I don't know if I've ever read something like this. What does that mean? Like they give one person a second
Well,
chance or they're
I
giving
mean,
love a second chance?
no.
Like in The Golden Bachelor.
Oh, no. I think it's like Love in Other Words, where they were together before
Oh.
and then they get together later in
Well, if it's
life.
that, then yes. I guess that's kind of
Hot.
hot. I think that's kind of like the only thing I can picture. Like, when is this? Like, when am I gonna like it ever? Like, it's gotta be a like miscommunication several years ago, but then we actually talk about it years later and oh yeah, I still like you. But I guess
Yeah.
that's it.
There's very few instances like
Mhm.
that, I would say. But yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
Hot.
All right. I'm gonna skip to age gap romance. That's a no for me.
I don't know. I guess that one book I like, All Roads Lead Here. It is, they call it an age gap romance, but he's like, I think 9 years older than her. I don't think that's a big age gap.
Oh, no, that's not.
I don't know. I'm not
No.
really like gonna pick that up if I know that's gonna be in there. Like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe not. It's probably cold.
No, I feel like 9 years is like a stretch. Like I don't think that's age
No.
gap. I feel like when people have an age gap romance, like the age gap is very
Yeah, like
obvious,
old man
like
and
it's not.
25-year-old. Like,
Yeah, I don't I don't like it at all.
I'm good.
Okay. Forced proximity, I already said is one of my
Yeah.
favorites. So, what about you?
I don't know. I think there's two sides of this where like people were getting married during COVID because it's the only person you know and that's forced proximity. And like then you get divorced once you're allowed to talk to other people again. So like I don't know about that, but if it's like I don't know like what another forced proximity thing would be. I'm immediately thinking of Shrek.
Um,
Of Shrek whenever he like rescues her and they're like camping together and he needs to be around her because he's taking her to Lord Farquaad and they fall in love that way, so maybe, but I don't know.
yeah. I mean, it could be like a road trip somewhere, or it could be
That's true.
like you're stuck in a snowstorm and you can't get
Yeah.
out, like
Okay.
things like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I think I like it.
I like it as a larger trope, but I think I like it more as like a micro trope of like there's a situation that
I
happens
agree.
and they're already like
Enemies.
kind of flirting with each other, but this just like really amps it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. It's a good
So,
like vehicle to get to the final destination, but it's not like a good overall general
yeah.
trope. It's a little boring that way.
No, not the best overall. Yeah. Hey guys, we wanted to take a second to tell you something pretty cool. So, we are a brand ambassador for a bookish shop called Hello Milo. You can use the link in our Instagram bio or our show notes, or you can go to shophellomilo.com and use the code doublebooked_pod to get 15% off your entire order, and they also offer free shipping over $50.
It's a really good deal. It's a very cute store. We each have some things from them. I've got a really cute hat that says Book Club Babe on it. I wore it this past weekend. I got a few compliments. I think Kayla got some fun Kindle stickers.
So be sure to check that out and let us know what you get. Okay, what about a workplace romance?
Guess it's fine. It's not my first choice. I haven't read many of these. Just that one by Rainbow Rowell. But they don't really work together, and she doesn't know he exists for a long time, so maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I'd like to read a good one if anyone has recommendations. I don't think I've ever read one.
Yeah, I think the probably one of the most popular ones is the Hating Game, but I've never
Oh,
read that
okay. I
one.
haven't either.
Don't they work
I
together?
don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't really do it for me. I'm
No,
not like dying for a book about like I'm trying to escape work.
I don't need to read about work.
I don't need to think
I'm
about
good.
that, but
Hmm.
yeah. I think it is more idyllic though in these times where we like all work online though. It's just
It's
like
true.
okay,
Okay.
moving on. How do you feel about a royalty commoner romance?
Like it.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Either
It's like
way.
one of my favorites.
I like it like either way. Like if like someone's always joining the other side. Like if the commoner becomes royal, like a Feyre
Uh-huh.
Archeron situation, or like the royalty gives up and becomes a commoner, like American royals kind of thing.
Ugh.
I mean, some spoilers, sorry everyone, but yeah, I think I'm a fan of that for sure. Hot.
Yeah, that's hot for me too. It's like one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So good.
oh, amazing. Okay, slow burn.
Yeah, big
That's
fan
hot
of a
for
slow
me.
burn. Hot.
Yeah, same here. Which they said that done and dusted, it literally says on the cover, a sweet slow burn. I did not feel that. I'm just
Like,
gonna be
they were
honest.
flirting with each other immediately. Like, I guess they didn't actually sleep together till like halfway through, but that doesn't a slow burn make. That's not the same thing.
No, no, a slow burn is like, for me, the best kind of slow burn is like you wait forever for them to even like get close to kissing. And then it's like they don't even kiss then. It's
Yeah.
they're still waiting.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, love that.
Yeah. I know that you
But no, I don't
haven't
like.
I know you haven't read it yet, but Powerless is a wonderful slow burn. It's it's amazing.
Okay, I was at the bookstore and I was gonna pick it up. I was gonna pick up um The Tenant, and then I was gonna pick up Powerless. They didn't have it. They only had like the second and the third
Oh
one.
no. Well, okay.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask, but then I found One Golden Summer, and I was like, well, I could just get these two.
Yeah.
So
It'll happen.
I figured I should read a few standalone books before I get into another series. So,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
but yeah, it's gonna happen soon. Okay, last one we got Soulmates or Fated Mates.
Well, I I mean, I just read a book called Our Infinite Fates, where they are in love with each other in every lifetime, and I really liked that book. So I guess, yes,
Okay.
this just feels like it depends on a few contextual details. So maybe.
Yeah. I feel like it's if you don't know that they're soulmates or fated mates, maybe.
hmm
But I feel like in general for me, like that just like takes the fun out of it. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
like there's a reveal
It just
in Akatar where it's like, oh, they're mates, and it's like a big reveal thing, and it's great, and like one party is aware of it and one is not. But then, like, there's another instance in Akatar where he sees her for the first time and goes, "You're my mate," and she's immediately like grossed out and icked out by him, and like is not
I
interested.
remember that.
So, yeah, you
Yeah.
got that far. So, like, I don't know.
hmm
I guess it depends. I don't hate it.
Yeah. I don't hate I'm like indifferent to it, but
hmm
it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even like that about Rowan and Aelin, to be honest. I really didn't.
Yeah, that felt kind of like, yeah, sure, like whatever. They're together, so doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So that ends our hot or not game, and then we're moving on to some micro tropes. So there will be three micro tropes in each round, and you have to pick the one that you're keeping.
Okay.
Okay. Round one, we have a one bed at the inn situation, wearing his clothes, or somebody accidentally says, I love you.
Wearing his clothes. Okay.
Like his t-shirt or like his sweatshirt or something. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if
Yeah, I mean, like, that's not what I'm
you're
picking
picking
either.
that over
That's
one
not what I'm picking
bed.
either.
It's definitely the one bed at the
No.
inn situation for me. That's forced proximity.
Yeah. That one's for me too. That's the forced proximity. But the accidental, I love it. No, I'm picking the one bed,
hmm
but yeah. Okay. Round two, we have bandaging a wound, a scared hand grab, or just like a scared touching situation,
hmm
or a small of the back touch.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with like a scared hand grab. Like my first
hmm
the first thing, oh, okay. Yeah. Sure.
There it is.
Excuse me.
We have a cat on the screen.
It's Obi. Ow. Be nice, boy.
Oh my
Say hi.
goodness.
Say hi to the listeners. Stop it. Stop. Okay, you're done.
Margot is still behind me, but she's
She's moved. She's very
she's
mellow.
clocked out on the
Aw.
couch.
Sweet
She is dead
lady.
asleep. Oh my
What was I
gosh, I
saying?
love her.
Oh, scared hand grab. I think of in I have a cat hair on me. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of
Oh,
Azkaban. The whenever Buckbeak is about to get axed or something, I don't know exactly what happens. And Hermione gets scared and grabs Ron's hand, and then she lets go real fast, and they're like, "Oh, I still don't like you." I love that
oh,
part because that for me watching that was like, "Oh, that's gonna be a thing someday, isn't it?" Like I like that.
yeah.
Talk about a slow
Oh my
burn.
gosh.
My gosh.
Slow burn. Wow, that's true. Okay, wait, you might have convinced me the other way.
Mhm.
I was gonna go with bandaging a wound. Cause I don't know, I just like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I have like so many examples.
No, okay.
I could come up with examples for all of
Actually,
these.
actually, I'm gonna go with scared hand grab as well
Okay.
because I don't love the I don't love the act of them like bandaging the wound. I just like when somebody gets hurt and there's like this protectiveness of like
Yeah,
they need to help them or whatever.
I
Like
agree.
but the actual like bandaging the wound in the bathroom, I'm like, nah,
Well,
it's
that's
okay.
not
Like I don't
very.
need to. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm going yeah. I'm going scared hand grab. All right. Round 3
Okay.
of 5. So we have secret pining. He's already in love, but she has no clue. Or the friends say you should just date already.
Those first two feel like the exact same thing. Uh,
No, I think secret pining is like
sure.
um
Let's say that
they're
that
both
means they're both
flirting,
flirting.
but then the other one's only one-sided.
Okay. Then maybe the one-sided. He's already in love. She has no idea, even though she definitely knows. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pick that one as well. I love Yeah, I don't know how she wouldn't
Girls are
have
aware
a
of
clue,
everything.
but
Like, you know what's
yeah.
going on.
But it does happen in books a lot where
Mm-hmm.
like the guy is like so head over heels, but he's like
Yeah.
just not saying it. So yeah, I like that one a lot. Okay, round 4. Jealous but trying to play it cool. He fixes or builds something for her without telling her he's going to do that. Or he remembers something that she said once and like calls it
Round
back.
4. Round 4 is just Luke, Danes, and Lorelai. That's like all these are.
It
He
is.
has done all of
Yeah, it is.
those.
This is the hardest one for me. It's really hard.
Okay, I think I'm gonna rule out that he fixes something. Because, like, that's sweet, but that's not my favorite. I think
Okay.
I don't know. I always like when you're reading something and like he reveals that he remembered something that she said a long time ago. And like perhaps that long time ago was whenever they weren't in love or something. And then it's like all comes to light like how long he has loved her or something. It's like, oh my gosh, you
Yes.
remembered that. I like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh, this one's so hard.
Hmm.
But I think I'm gonna go with the
I know what you're gonna pick.
jealous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it with the jealous. But only because it says trying to play it cool. Because I don't like when it's jealous and then it like turns into a
And
fight or
then it's
whatever. I'm not
toxic.
for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's toxic. But trying to play it cool.
Yeah.
Like I think of the Xaden Violet things where they
Hmm.
can talk in their heads, so like he's like super jealous, but
Yeah.
like he's not saying anything,
Hmm.
and I love that.
I like
That
that
was
too.
so great. So round 5, last round. Okay, falling asleep on each other when somebody's hurt and they're panicking. Someone overhears the love confession.
Okay. I kind of don't like these. Falling asleep on each other, like, whatever,
You don't
sure.
like any of them?
Like, the you're hurt panic, sure, but I find that I get kind of cringed out at those a little bit. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't know. That's what it took,
It has to be like a perfect
but
scenario.
yeah, it has to line
Yeah.
up pretty well. Uh, Overhearing the love confession. I do like that because then, like, I'm always just imagining that the guy is talking about it, and then that's just because I'm saying she, and then she has to kind of like alter how she acts towards him or something, like, and then it's like
Hmm.
a mini conflict. Like, how do I deal with this? So I think
Yes.
that one, overhearing the love confession.
I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
That's a good
And I was
one.
thinking about it from the girl's perspective of like she's talking to her friend and she doesn't realize the guy is just outside the door and
Yeah,
it's oh my gosh, it's so
that
good.
is a good one. I
And
like
you're
that.
right. It just like sets up so much conflict of and then I feel like the guy's all like stumbling and everything over his
Yeah,
words because he just like doesn't know because it's like his eyes are open, he didn't feel anything until that moment and he's like
yeah.
what, and it's just like
Uh-huh.
it doesn't even have to be love so much as just like they're into each other.
Feelings. Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
I agree.
I love that one. All right, well that wraps up the trope games, so
I
I
like
think that's
that.
all we got for today.
That's all we got.
Yeah, yeah,
That was a good
so
one.
I know,
Um,
I had a lot of fun.
mhm, that was good. For those listening, had technical difficulties, but we powered through. Because we're just like that.
Of
We're tough
course.
and strong and brave, and we did it. What can I say?
Of course we are.
So, if
Oh.
you liked what you heard today, let us know. You can find us on Instagram as doublebooked_pod. We're also on TikTok as double_booked_pod. You can follow us on either of those to be a part of our little community and join the discussion. If you have something to say in agreement or otherwise with what we had to say, let us know. We'd like to know. It's fun to talk about
Mhm.
books with anybody and all your opinions. We want to hear them. You can also follow us or subscribe wherever you're listening. So that is Spotify or Apple Podcasts or YouTube. You can search for Double Booked. And we have a whole new logo as of just a few days ago. You can see our faces. And it's our faces. You'll know it when you see it because it's beautiful and it's
Yes.
amazing. And we're real excited about it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
We made a real change up with that.
we
So
really did.
we have rebranded. It's amazing. So we used to have a very bright and pink cover,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of like a cartoon thing. Honestly, I just made it on Canva. It was
Yeah.
nothing special. Now we have a more mature vibe going
Mm-hmm.
on. A little dark and stormy
Yeah.
bookshelf behind us, and then our faces. So
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Mallory put that together, and she did a great job.
Thank you very much. I'm
Um,
proud of it.
so yeah, be sure to look for that if you are confused. That is why, but hopefully you're not
Yeah.
confused.
Don't be confused.
um, yeah. No, but this was so fun. And next week we will be going over my pick for our summer book club series, which we revealed is 11 Other Words by Christina Lauren.
Yes.
And we will have a lot to
We
say
will.
about said book
We will.
because
Sorry my book
the
was such a
thoughts
flop.
are flowing. No, no, no,
It
no. It
definitely
wasn't a
was.
flop.
It wasn't what I
It
wanted
got
it
me.
to be.
No. Oh my gosh, it was not a flop. I breezed through it. It was a great book to just like read by the pool. It started off summer amazingly. And I loved the vibes. Like I like the cowboy western
Mm-hmm.
vibes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It
it
was
was
good. It
great.
was a good
Yeah.
kickoff. You're right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was a great pick. We had to break into the cowboy romances at some point. So,
Yeah. This was bound to happen.
we
I'm
did it.
ready for more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. All right. Well, Be sure to catch us in the next episode, read along with us. But until then, happy reading.
Bye.
Bye.